It all comes down to this. After tearing through the high school level and crushing college baseball at Texas, it's time for the MLB Draft. Leave a like below and subscribe to the channel. Can we finally get that number 1 overall pick? I'm struggling. I need something to go my way. We foul one off. Just a good pitch. Fastball running inside. That's a tough way to end it, and I like that they've got, this sort of presentation. They show you down on your luck, just like if you're watching a broadcast, like the World Series. The Dodgers are celebrating winning the World Series, and the Yankees are all pissed, just looking down, maybe spitting a little bit. They're not thrilled, and they capture that right here. That is a tough way to end our amateur years. High school is great, and college, I think, was great too. We just did not have a good championship game, and the scouts really might harp on that. Maybe they didn't watch the first couple. Maybe they had something better to do than watch Joe Gomer play against the South Carolina Gamecocks. But we're talking with our agent here, and I remember a couple of the devs talking with me at this point, giving their guesses of where they think I might get drafted based on the prompts that they say. And I was being a little discouraged at the time, but I knew they didn't see everything that I did. I hit 6 homers in the high school and college combined, which I thought is pretty good. It's definitely going to help my draft stock, but we're going to go into the MLB draft here. Obviously, I'm not going to pick my team. We're just going to do it as it may. Whoever picks me. And hope for the best. Hope for that number 1 overall pick. Here's the gap-toothed goblin, Rob Manfred. He does not look that good. He looks a little scary. Looks a little like an alien in the game, but that's fine. A lot of people there it is. Washington Nationals, 2nd overall pick. We didn't get it. But the Nationals have the 1st overall pick in real life, which confused me. They won the draft lottery. They're going to pick first in this upcoming MLB draft. So technically, did I not go number 1? I don't know who would pick before me in this case. Maybe they just go by record, and it would be the White Sox, because they obviously had the worst record in baseball. I'm not sure. But I was very confused by that. Immediately when I saw Nationals, I'm like, wait, they have the 1st overall pick, though. So you decide, do I get it? Do I get credit for it? I think definitely it is possible, obviously, to get that true number 1 overall pick. I thought I did really well throughout my time. The scouting day could have been a little bit better. And then, of course, the championship game. Like I mentioned, conferring with the devs, if you don't win the college baseball championship, it's not like your draft stock hurts, really. But if you win, it improves. It's going to help you. So, I don't know. I like that it's not easy, that you can't just, hit 2 home runs, get the number 1 overall pick. I did enjoy that. We have a little interview right here. So I'll give a little interview here. I think Road to the Show is great. I really enjoyed my time playing it. The amateur years I thought was a blast. And it was, before going into this event, on my mind that it's kind of short. 3-ish games for high school, 3-ish games for college. Doesn't sound like a lot. But again, I think when I was actually playing it, it felt like a decent amount of time that I played at each level. Now, if I had to nitpick, maybe an extra game or 2 for each, just because it is fun. And you can, of course, go back and, you see we get 15 tokens. I think the higher you get drafted, the more tokens you get. So if you're going to go 2nd, 3rd round, you're going to get less tokens. But, yeah, there could have been a little bit more time. There could have been more schools involved in this than just 8. Talking with the devs, they went after these schools. They wanted to paint a good variety. They didn't want to just take the top 8 in the college baseball top 25 rankings from this year, because that wouldn't really be that interesting. You can choose to be at like an LSU. Has been very relevant. They won the championship in 2023, and they obviously would have more to offer you in terms of NIL with those equipment packs. And you could go to a school like TCU, which might not have the same big picture pull and exposure benefits that LSU or a Texas would have, like I went to. So it does create a lot of thought within your choice of what school to go to. My biggest thing, again, is I would want just more meaning and more personalization with these schools. You know, let's see a couple different uniform sets. It's not really realistic that you could get all their stadiums, but if you kept it to 8 teams, maybe we could get the same sort of thing with the college baseball championship. You could have the devs make a kind of LSU stadium, just so it feels a little bit more unique. It adds that more replayability, so you can see, wow, this is the Gamecock Stadium. This is where the Tigers play. This is where Cal State Fullerton plays. I think it would be cool and very meaningful, especially to alumni of those colleges. So we're doing a little bit more upgrading here. I think that might be my favorite thing. Again, the upgrade system, the progression path, and the new perks in Road to the Show. I thought it was exceptionally well done. It adds so many layers. What did Shrek say? Like an onion. It's got layers. There's a lot of playing around that you're going to do with Road to the Show to figure out the best combination, the best perks that are going to work for you, because they get really specific. Like I mentioned, it'll be increased speed at night games or something. But you could choose perks that trigger more often, that are more broad in when they would help you. But the trade-off there is that you get less effect. It might be 20% effective or a 20% boost instead of 40% if you go for a more, specific scenario where that would activate. So there's a lot really to think about, and then individually upgrading attributes, not just taking everything all at once or getting upgrades based on your gameplay. Like you hit a home run, you get power. There's just more choice this year, more thought behind it. And again, like I've said, the whole idea of an RPG like Road to the Show should be choice. So all in all, I would say very well done. In the amateur years, obviously, I haven't played further than that. And I would not expect a whole lot of story past your amateur years. I think from then on, you're really relying upon the new progression system to help out and make the mode interesting, which I think it will do. There's obviously more things that I would like to see in Road to the Show, and I've mentioned them, like your contract. Maybe you can do something with that money. You can have your MVP trophies hung up in your apartment. Or they showed the sad apartment that you're in high school. Maybe you could buy a house or something. These are all extras. These are all kind of distractions from the actual gameplay. And I don't want it to get to the point where you're NBA 2K and your agent calls you up to tell you to go walk 2 miles in your My City to go record a mixtape. I don't want that. I just think a little extra. Think back to MLB 2K games in the past. They used to have the skybox, which if you did different things in game, you got different achievements that you could see in your trophy case or whatnot. I just think that'd be a little bit neat. And then just more choices. Again, more things that you can do to direct your path and trajectory of your career. Like in the interviews, make your answers mean a little more, where if I want to badmouth my teammates, maybe that gets me benched, or maybe that gets me traded. Maybe that's what I want. Maybe if I'm tired of playing for this team, I just start talking shit about the manager. That could be a conflict with MLB. They might not want SDS to put that into the game, which I completely get. And one more thing. Equipment, I do like that it is no longer get the best diamond equipment to get plus 12 speed, because it just makes everything on the market get hiked up. And the idea of Road to the Show shouldn't be buy stubs with real money to buy equipment to make your player better. I think that's really lame. I think the modifier of perks, which equipment does now, is a lot more interesting. But I would also like equipment to tie into sponsorships that you could get as a player. You know, right away in your career in AA, Nike doesn't want you, but maybe if you make a couple All-Star games, you sign a brand deal with Nike, and then your agent gives you like an equipment pack, something like that. I think would be a little fun. Again, add more uniqueness to your road to the show, but I'll stop rambling there. I don't have any more gameplay to show you guys. Thank you so much if you guys checked out the road to the show amateur years gameplay that we did. I had a lot of fun recording it, and I hope it encourages you guys to go out and play Road to the Show, because there is a lot more variety this year. It is the most fun Road to the Show I've played in years, getting back to that early, when it first came out, that excitement of playing a career mode, which was so fun. There's new stuff this year, and it feels fresh, it feels fun, and I want to see what you guys do on your path to the show. Thank you guys for watching this one. Again, if you could subscribe to the channel if you guys enjoy the videos, I appreciate that. I am so looking forward to launch of MLB The Show 25, and I can't wait to make more videos for you guys. See you later.